Pursuing a dream is a heist on fate, an attempt to steal the life you want by imposing your internal fantasy onto external reality. Dreams are one of the most powerful engines of change we have. They pull people out of inertia. They make ordinary lives combustible, and they're fueled by a relentless need to close the gap between where you are and where you believe you should be. As liberating as dreams appear, they're also incredibly restrictive and isolating. Before the dream comes true, nobody believes in you, and the longer it doesn't, the more it hardens you. To pursue a dream seriously, you have to sacrifice in ways most people won't. It requires a certain level of delusion and the belief that this thing matters more than everything else. At first, it feels like you have this agency of your life. You're forging your own path. You're in control. But over time, the dream stops behaving like a goal. It behaves more like a system, consuming attention, narrowing perception, and redirecting everything toward its own survival. It becomes a parasite, using your body, your time, your identity to keep itself alive. Most stories glorify the relentless pursuit, the underdog who never gives up. But every dream has an expiration date. The typical story arc goes dream, struggle, triumph. But the reality is often closer to dream, struggle, the realization that the dream was never the point. Dreams are temporary structures. We build them to become someone we're not yet capable of being. And if they've done their job, they eventually stop working. Not because you failed, but because the person you became while chasing it has outgrown the dream itself. The real ending isn't success or failure. It's the moment the dream becomes irrelevant. Here's the full arc. You start with a dream, an illusion of control. The dream possesses you. You lose control. The dream expires. It no longer matters whether you won or lost. Now you have to reconcile who you thought you were with who you actually became. The fantasy self with the real self. The imagined life with the life you're actually living. So maybe the question isn't whether dreams come true. Maybe the real question is whether you're brave enough to let them die once they've served their purpose. Because that might be the real heist on fate. Not stealing the life you imagined, but stealing your real life back from your own dreams.